Oh, why don't you fire that and see how it flies?
Ready?
I'm ready.
No, come on.
Assalamu alaikum, my quarantine communities. It's Brother Ibrahim with ICNA Relief, back at it again with another episode of Unscripted. Honoring us here today, Sheikh Yaser Birjas. How are you doing today?
Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah, very doing great. Alhamdulillah, how are you doing?
I'm doing great, alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. Thank you for joining us. In quarantine, it's very difficult to get a hold of an imam to ask some decent questions. Luckily, Sheikh Yaser Birjas has offered and volunteered his time. In this time, he's going to be making some paper airplanes for us. The agreement is, in that time, while he makes these paper airplanes, I get to ask him any question I want, no matter how ridiculous. And you better believe that I'm going to abuse this concept. Sheikh, are you ready for this? Because I don't know if you are.
No, I'm not ready, but go ahead.
Start us off with your paper airplanes. Let's start off with some easy questions.
I'm almost done with one.
You already done with one? Well, you're going to be making a lot more than one. What is the best breakfast food?
Best breakfast, honestly, it's me in the morning is a cup of tea with eggs. Then have your protein, have your halal caffeine, alhamdulillah, and we're done.
What's more beautiful, the beach or the mountains?
Oh man, that's a tough one. Because each one has its own beauty, really. I lived in both terrains, and subhanAllah, each one is very unique. So when you're in the mountain area, the best scene is the mountain area. And when you're around the beach, the best scene is the beach.
What if you had mountains next to the beach?
I've tried that in Oregon. It's gorgeous. Right in front of us was basically the Pacific Ocean, and you have the beach there. It's cold, so no one really is swimming there. It's just enjoying the scenery, subhanAllah, and the weather. And right behind you, the whole mountains, they're all green with beautiful, beautiful trees, mashallah. So you get to see both in one trip, in one visit, subhanAllah.
Have you finished your first airplane?
There you go.
Wow. Okay, you're gonna have to walk us through the next one because I'm gonna confess I actually don't know how to make paper airplanes.
It's legit. It flies high. It flies actually far.
All right, see if it might hit me if you throw it. Fifth question: is it wajib for parents to give their kids Eid money? And if it isn't, can we make it wajib?
No, it's not wajib. We cannot make it wajib. But definitely, if the parents they're gonna keep hearing about it for the rest of their life, they should not give their kids their money. So, they better give them idea, otherwise they're gonna keep hearing about it for the rest of their lives. Like
Okay.
them, remember last Eid, when they were in the quarantine back in 2020, you did not give me Eid because you thought, you know what, it was the end of the world and that's it, you don't need the money anymore, so just keep it and save it, and they're gonna keep it about forever.
Yeah, well, we live in the age of PayPal now, so our Eid money can be sent through that as well. Just, advice to kids, Muslim kids out there.
I have to put a disclaimer over here. We talk about little kids, right? But if we talk about adult kids, come on, man. Adult kids should be giving their parents idea right now, not the opposite.
Segueing to the next one. Can the Jersey Devils play during Ramadan?
They're devils, they cannot because they're supposed to be chained.
Yeah, I thought so. I just wanted to confirm.
So let you know, the Cowboys can.
The Dallas Cowboys. Well,
The Cowboys can do that. It's okay. They can still roam in the pasture. Yes, it's hot, but still can survive it.
so what's the first step of making the paper airplane? Do you just fold it in half, or how do you do it?
First thing is actually to fold the tip of it like this, almost 1/3 of that full page, like this. And the second part, you bring that down. So you simply just kind of fold it like this. Completely.
Oh, so it's like a letter.
Almost, you could say that.
Which country makes the best shawarma?
Man, that's a tough one. I don't know, Turkey. We watch a lot of videos from Turkey, and everything is about barbecues and shawarma. They're very good. But overall, in Sham in general, in that region, and also in Turkey, it is really the best. So the next step.
What's your favorite animal? And I don't mean to eat.
Well, cats. Hurairah, radiallahu anhu. We have a cat at home, by the way.
Oh yeah, mashallah. What's his name?
Jesse.
Jesse.
He's about 5 years old right now. Human age, obviously. But he's a teenager in cat's age. It's not even becoming a more mature cat right now.
Speaking of cats, who do you support, Tom or Jerry?
I hate Jerry, man.
Yeah, I always thought I was.
Always unfortunately, there's always the oppressed one. And everybody just looking at Jerry being cute. But Tom is the one who's always miskeen, and you get the beating and everything and stuff just because of that mouse.
Yeah, Jerry's a little devil. What soccer team do you support?
Soccer team. Honestly, I don't, not anymore. Long time ago, I haven't.
What was it long time ago?
When I was in Kuwait, my favorite team was actually Qadisiyah, which was in the neighborhood, close to our neighborhood. So
I thought Qadisiyah was the battle where a lot of people died.
Yeah, that's true.
If you could rename the capital of Kuwait to something else, what would you name it?
Capital of Kuwait?
Yeah.
It's tough. I don't know what to call it, to be honest with you. But the beautiful city, that's all I can say.
Medina al-Jamila.
So okay. Here you go. So after we fold this from here, then we fold it this way. And then we fold the small tip that goes, that tongue, we just basically fold it up here. And then, now...
Okay, it's beginning to look more like an airplane now.
Now we fold this way.
Nice. Fold this way. And then we fold the wings. So you want like this.
You're very talented. Do you know how to ski?
I tried that one time. Basically, it was the first and only time I did it, to be honest with you. I have always had hope to do it again. Never got a chance yet. But it took me maybe 2-3 hours just to get the hang of it. And then the last 2-3 hours that we were there on the mountain, I was just going like crazy. And the guy who was training me was chasing after me. He says, "Slow down, Shayooks, you're gonna kill yourself."
Can we go skiing together sometimes? I mean, we have some good mountains on the East Coast.
If you're willing to train me again, I don't know.
Oh, I mean, I don't know how to ski myself, so if I train you, we may both die.
Then forget it. Let's go swimming.
Oh, why don't you fire that and see how it flies?
Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
No, that one. We're through. Alhamdulillah.
So, advice for people trying to grow beards.
Keep drinking water.
Is that scientifically proven, or?
No, man. It's genetic, so whatever you try, it's just if you grow a beard, just make sure to take care of it. The Prophet ﷺ says in the hadith, قال من كان له شعر فليكرم. If you're going to be growing hair, then honor it, take care of it.
Do astronauts on the moon wait for an Earth sighting to declare Eid?
No, I think they'll be looking towards Mars, actually.
Oh, here's a challenge. You have to call either Sheikh Yaser Birjas or Sheikh Omar Suleiman. If they pick up, you win $1 million. Which one would you call?
I will call Sheikh Omar Suleiman.
Would you do it right now? This is the part where the drum roll comes in.
And I'm not going to tell you his phone number, just to let you know.
You can tell him Ibrahim says salam. He may not know who I am. If there was any reason he wouldn't pick up, it would probably be because of Salah.
We're preparing another episode.
Nope. Oh, la hawla wa quwwata illa billah. Tea or coffee?
Morning, coffee, tea in the late afternoon.
Okay. Japanese cars or German cars?
I will go Japanese.
iPhone or Samsung?
iPhone.
Good choice. Thank God. Are you afraid of roller coasters?
I hate them.
Why?
I don't know. My wife loves them, but I don't want to do that. It just, I think it's a childhood maybe trauma or fear, so I never tried it again.
Big no for that. Okay, next question. How does a Muslim close a door? You give up? Islam's it. Should the Muslims just rent out all the IHOPs next Ramadan? Because let's face it, we're the only ones.
Actually, just for the whole month and rent it for suhoor. That's it.
One last question, and this is the $1 million question. Redeemable in the akhirah again.
Go to $1 million, Habibi.
Okay, call him up and invite him to the show.
Assalamu alaikum, Sheikh. كيف الحال? You made me lose a $1 million bet, ya Sheikh. Allah يسامحك. I told him he'd be praying Asr. Yes, I told him he'd be praying Asr. This is brother Ibrahim from ICNA Relief. Sheikh Omar is here with us.
Assalamu alaikum, Sheikh Omar.
Assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How are you?
Alhamdulillah. Sheikh Yaser bet everything on you and you let him down. How will you make it up?
the only one I could answer other than Sheikh Yaser is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I have to answer the call for salat, that's all.
And I told you he would probably be praying at this time, man.
Sheikh Omar, you can make it up by coming on to the ICNA Relief Unscripted show. When are you available?
The what?
Now for the grand finale, the last question. If you were stuck on an island with any other sheikh in the world, who would you choose? And Sheikh Omar's off the phone now, so you can answer honestly.
Actually, if anybody, it will be one of my roommates back in the days in Medina. He's not here, he's actually all the way in Kuwait. So that would be my choice. Because we spend a lot of time together. We fly to Medina together, we room together. Alhamdulillah, we went to Sheikh Al-Uthaymeen together, we went to Hajj together. So we have a lot to share, subhanAllah. And since we separated many years back, we only just communicate over the phone. That would be beautiful memories.
Jazakallah khair, Sheikh Yaser. You've been a huge sport. You've been a great guest here. Yeah, let's see those airplanes. How many did you end up making?
Just two, man. Bismillah. Ready?
Bismillah, let's go.
MashaAllah.